Into this, you guys are going to understand lead management process. Now, this training, I designed it specifically for where we are at this current point with our capabilities as far as software goes. So this is where we are right this minute, and this is subject to the change in the future, especially once we have the CRM in place. You guys are going to have a lot more tools at your disposal to be able to help you manage things. So you'll be able to identify the 4 key steps in lead management, understand your lead tracking and where your role fits into that. Appreciate the communication skills required for sales. Understanding what's in your sales funnel and how it works, and then identify how to close a sale. So all the answers to the questions that you may want to have from the customer, you're going to get that from questions. And there's some things that I beat my head against the wall a lot of times, because I'm trying to solve an issue or a problem or something that's in front of me, an obstacle, and I keep thinking, why can't I figure this out? Why can't I figure this out? But the problem is I wasn't listening enough at the time. I was thinking of it more my way and not the way perception of the other person. So that's something key. So asking questions is going to get you where you want to go. And like when you guys call me with in particular things sometimes, you know, hey, what about this type of chemical, or what about this for this customer? Sometimes you guys don't give me the information that I need to help you. So that tells me that the conversation's not enough with the customer first for us to figure out what their issue is and what we can do to help. And NuTech has a strong brand. We just need to define it and really make it clear, because, and I don't know how much you guys know about any of this, but the brand of a company is what separates you from someone else. Brody, Vision, any of these other competitors. You guys know what those guys do. You know their performance. You know what the customers say about them. So the way for us to be able to separate ourselves from the pack, this is what's going to make us more successful, this is what's going to make us grow, is that we're all on the same mindset. So when customer has an interaction with Jenna, and then customer has an interaction with Darren, the driver, and then customer has an interaction with Anna at the office, all these things line up. You're getting the same thing out your mouth that you're getting out Darren's mouth, that you're getting out Anna's mouth. We're all on the same page. Because when a customer sees differences like that, or the experience isn't the same, it makes them not as loyal to you as they otherwise would be when they see a solid unit. So lead management, this is, so you guys will like this little picture. So here we go. So we all know about herding cats. It's not an easy thing to do, right? Look at them. They just look wily. They're probably getting into all type of trouble. I mean, that don't look good. This looks a whole lot better, right? Because they're a little bit more organized. So when it comes to track, you guys do a lot of cold calls. I know that you guys do. Some of you do more than others. But I know, and I've done it myself. I mean, I went out and did sales for almost a year with Ashley and Ashley, and I know how hard cold calling can be. You know, we went through days where we were just getting no's all the way up and down the line, just, and that can be pretty demoralizing. You want to do a call to action for the customer, okay? So basically, you're not saying a date, but you're putting something in place that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm going to do, or when I'm going to do it, and you're basically taking the control out of their hand. Lead management is a term given for the process of managing potential customers from lead to a conversion. A process which all salespeople must understand. This is actually the most crucial part of a salesperson's job. Now I'm going to use the word salesperson quite a bit today, but you guys aren't salespeople. I don't want you to feel as though you're salespeople. You guys are helping the customers serve their needs. That's it. Because look at it, you don't want to be perceived as a salesman. Salesmen have a bad rep. That's not the way you want to get looked at. You want to get looked at as you're a personable person, because going into branding and NuTech, that's what's going to separate us from the rest of the competitors, is that we have a personal connection with our accounts. We have a investment in these people. They have loyalty to us. Now here's the thing. When you build customer loyalty, they're going to be loyal to you over Brody that comes in there and may have a little bit better price. But guess what? They built a relationship with you, and you got it on lockdown, and there's nothing Brody can do about it. That's what we want. We want more of that. And we want the customer saying, hey, the drivers, man, when they came in, it was just, I can't believe it. They did a great job. Stuff like that. Or when they call and talk to Anna, oh, she was super helpful. She knew what she was talking about. All those kind of things. Those are the kind of things that are going to build the loyalty, which we already do have the loyalty. And, you know, I just kind of want to touch on this real quick on this right here at this juncture. You know, I've sat here, you know, I've been here, you know, going on 3.5 years or so, and I've been at the very first onset of it, I was just like, man, this is a lot, this is a big job. This is a big job for me. But as time's gone on, and I want to kind of put this out on the table, that if you grab this business model for NuTech, okay, and you went to Savannah, any of your classmates, anybody, and you said, we're going to run like this, and this is the business model, and this is how we're going to do it, and you just put that in front of somebody that has book knowledge about business, and they're going to tell you that's not going to work, right? They're going to straight up tell you it's going to fail. Straight up, they're going to tell you that. So we have a story there. There's a story in that. So if you started, you know, 500 businesses today, and in 10 years from right now, how many businesses are you going to have left?
If you're doing it that way.
I'm just saying, how many, even if you had a perfect business model, you ran it the right way, you did, yeah, how many businesses are going to be left?
50%.
Yeah, 15%, exactly.
50% of small businesses
Yeah.
fail within their first 7 years.
Yep, so look at that story that NuTech has, with the model that they had, the way that they did it. Brian and Tracy were able to run a success. Just tell somebody that they did that. Just tell them, anybody, and they wouldn't believe it. So there's a story there, and we're going to touch more on that, and we're actually going to define that and make that stronger, because guess what? That people listen to stuff like that.
They like that.
It's overcome, you know, the little guy overcoming and, you know, succeeding, the American dream, the whole 9 yards, right? I mean, that's what everybody wants in America, is to have that kind of, so we have a story there, and we're going to use it, and we're going to utilize it to our advantage. That's what's going to, I keep saying, it separates us. So this we can gain insights and identify trends into where our leads are coming from. So talk about this for a second. How you guys generate your leads. Now that's something what she was talking about, a target customer and stuff like that. We're going to really hone in on what our target customer is and what our target market is. Because Joe's truck stop that buys a case of HP once every 3 months ain't it. It's not it. It's not it. There's so much more fish in the sea, and if here's the thing, everything you direct your energy at is what you're going to get back. So if you're directing your energy at Joe's truck shop for 1 case of HP, guess what? That's what you're going to get, 1 case of HP. That's it. That's all you're going to get. But if you're directing your energy at something that can be tenfold, you know, the Kilgore thing, you know, the cutters, you know, the Super Fords, all these accounts, this little 20% of those accounts is 80% of the revenue of the company. Those little guys, that's it. And that's the difference.
Yeah.
But, so, you know, this is going to be on me, Brian, and Tracy, and we will continue to work on this stuff behind the scenes. I'm doing a lot of data research, figuring out, trying to hone in what our target market is exactly, and who do we want to be? What's our identity? And that's something that's going to go more into branding and all those kind of things. But this is something that's going to be a process in the next, 3 to 6 months till we can get it all dialed in. By the end of the year, for sure. Target markets and your demographics with high and low lead activity. So what you see, and this is stuff that we're not even looking at. And this is something that a sales rep, should be tracking all the time. But you guys got to have help from us, which is our responsibility. Hey, this is our target market, and we can Google this stuff, and I can data mine this stuff. There's companies that I can pay money to that will mine the data for us, contacts, numbers, everything from the market that we're trying to be in. So we can get the information. It's not like we can't. And then you guys can do the same thing. You guys know your areas. You work, you're driving around and you see stuff. And in the future, that's how we've done it. But for us to grow, we have to do something bigger than that. It's going to have to be a culminating thing with people on the ground, the internet, marketing, all of those things together. It's really going to move the needle. Identify the actions we need to take with a customer. So what's my next step? You know, how did this go, the first contact that I had? What's my next move that I gotta make? When am I gonna do it? Remember the call to action. Always keeping the customer call to action, which is you're gonna do something. Hey, I'm gonna do this on this date, or I'm gonna come in here around this time, and I'm gonna do this. Letting them know, so you're putting yourself in the driver's seat. You're not letting them dictate the sale. So if he says, oh, I'll catch up with you in a couple weeks, and he's just sloughing you, you don't want that. You want to say, hey, that's where you want to insert yourself and use your assertiveness. And say, hey, this is a call to action, this is what I'm going to do. Maybe you're going to send them a detailed email with informative stuff. We'll have videos on how to use the products. You'll be able to see it. I want to get customer testimonials. So let's just say any of your favorite customers that really love our company, we're going to go out in the field and interview those people and get a testimonial from them. We're going to put that on the website as another way to utilize what we already have. And just let other people just need to see it. They just need to get plugged into it. Because a lot of consumers, there's all kind of market out there that could use stuff that we have, but they don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be our job. That's NuTech's responsibility to help you guys by pushing the marketing side, and then you guys are going to do what you're doing, and we're going to be helping each other to get there. Organizing your workload, obviously, all of you have your own means and methods for organizing your stuff. But when it comes to a lead, I think you have to take it to another level. Because this is the stuff that's going to land you the new account. This is the stuff that's going to get you bigger. This is the stuff that's going to make you more money. So this is something that you really have to start learning how to manage in a really concise way. And keep our customers' service levels high, even with increased inquiries. So identifying our leads. Now this is partly NuTech's responsibility, but it's also your guys' responsibility to help me with this. The demographics. Where are our customers based? What are the size of the companies? And what are their problems and wants and needs? Remember when I was talking to you guys about the pain points in the last few weeks? About the customer pain points? That's very crucial. We got to solve it. Now, when I did it, you guys gave me all good information when you came back. But there was a key point where we were missing. So instead of a lot of the pain points that I got was them dealing with our company as is right now, right? What I'm trying to get was the customer's viewpoint on his day at his job. It has to do with the customer pain point. What does he struggle with at his job on the daily? And how can we fix some of the problem? What is a part of the service that we can do that's going to fix some of those issues? So that's kind of where I was getting. So maybe if you guys want to think about that and add to some more to the things that you already said and look at it from that mindset. Because like I said, Tracy was talking about trying to build the persona of the customer. We need to get a general understanding of the people that like our stuff and they want to use it. So what is a pain point for that guy at the truck, at the car dealership, that contact that what's his day when it comes to chemicals and stuff like that? Where does he struggle? Because crews didn't fill him up, he ran out of windshield wash, or whatever the case is, right? The behavior. Are they researching online, reading white papers, or Google searching to find information? So this is kind of looking, this is doing work on your guys' own, Googling things, looking up information. There's tons of, the internet is an amazing place, and you can find anything that you want. There's everything on there. It's a great resource that you guys can use to generate leads. And how our leads usually find us. Now here's the cool thing that you guys have an opportunity to do. We have so many customers that we used to have that we don't have anymore. Seriously. You guys got leads coming out of your eyeballs. I could give you guys all leads in every single one of your areas that would make your, lists and lists and lists of customers that we had at one point. Those can all be regenerated or regurgitated. In my mind, the way that I see it moving forward in the future is once we've targeted a certain market, some of these customers, we just shed them over time. It's just attrition. That's just how it goes. Because I want to shed the customers that make it hard for us to do business with them and get the ones that don't make it hard to do business with them. You see what I'm saying? And then all these customers that are taking a lot of your guys' time, let's say the truck shop that's a case of HP, it doesn't deserve your time, honestly. that time that you could make a call or have that set up in a different way to take care of that customer could be utilized in getting a new account, formulating a new plan. Hey, this is how I'm gonna go about this. Because it's gonna give you more time on your table, so you're not so stretched out with this. We've talked about this before, but we're gonna get more into it as time goes on.